Okay, so the next one we're going to do is called a backstitch, and this is really good for getting really, really tight stitching. And so we want to start by definitely start with your fabric being really clean cut so that they, have the ends are matching up. And then measure and mark your 1/2 inch here. I measured it and marked it 3 different spots because then I'm going to line it up. You could just do it 2 different spots, that's fine. And just start on an even inch, line that up. We're going to do the same thing where we count to, mark two, count two, mark two, count two, mark two, 1, 2, mark, 1, 2, mark, 1, 2, mark, 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 all the way up. Now this is a bit more complicated than the running stitch, but it is far superior in holding stitches together. Remember when I pulled on the running stitch, it actually kind of did this thing where it kind of pulled apart kind of easily. This will not do that. This will hold it really tight. So if you don't have a sewing machine, this is the type of stitching you want to do for if you're really trying to get structural pieces to work together. Okay, so I got my knot twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, make my regular stitch. And then what I'm going to do, which is different, is I'm going to come up from behind. So instead of running the stitch, you'll see. So this would be like if we were doing a running stitch, I would just keep going. But for doing a back stitch, I would then bring it back here. And then I would start again at that point where I left off. See if you can see that a little better. Okay, so regular stitch that we all know, and then bring just like you would, right? You want to start just like you would at the beginning, but instead of continuing that way, then you bring it back. That's why it's called the back stitch. And so it takes longer, but it is definitely a stronger stitch. You may have to watch me do it a few times in order to get it. So I'll do like 4 more. That's my iron. Make sure that you are pulling tight as you go, or you will get this kind of effect, right? So you definitely want to like be a little bit neater. So you see that, but what you're seeing here is this is good. You want to see kind of like a chain link effect happening. All right, so once again, starting up here and coming back. Starting back here and then so forward, backward, forward, backward. That's basically how it goes. And so what you'll see here is when I go to open it now, it's definitely got a lot less. It's definitely much tighter than the other one. It's much stronger. So that is backstitch in a nutshell.